I'll let you know if I see it on YouTube.
All right. It's starting now.
Getting on there now. Yes, it's on. It's on. Just gotta put the chat line now.
Uh-oh. Somebody just popped up.
Our live.
Can you hear me, baby?
I can hear you.
You can?
Yes. I can hear you fine.
Hey, Young City. Hey, Thomas.
Yeah, I see Thomas. What's up, Thomas? Young City, how y'all doing? Speak. I don't know if they can hear me.
Hold up. Say something.
I did. Hey y'all. Hey everybody. Can y'all hear me? Oh, they hear me. Thomas said, "What's up, D?" Thank y'all for showing up.
How everybody doing? They probably say it's quiet and it's clear now.
Yes. Let me see.
Hey, Twang Matt.
Let me see. It's interesting.
That's what's up.
It just takes a minute, whatever, I guess, to get people to enter in. I guess I posted a couple hours ago. It's buffering right now.
That was me.
No, I mean the screen is buffering on YouTube.
Oh, that was me. I'm sorry.
Oh, you made it do that?
Yeah. I think. Hold up. Yeah, that was me. Post again, baby.
I am.
And let people know. Hey, Dark Waters. That was Dark Waters, babe.
Yep, that's great. Hey, Dark.
Hey, Dark.
All right, they entered in now. Just let them know that we're.
Hey, James.
Hey, James Mason. Hey, Dark Waters. Flame Mac. Oh my God.
I messed up.
What's up, Vintage Barbie? Always return, new girl. Hope y'all ready for the show tonight.
Hey, Vintage Barbie. Hey, Marine. Hey, James.
It just takes a minute for them to show up.
I know.
Do you have any announcements?
No, we were supposed to have a as far as announcement, we were supposed to have a guest on tonight, but she going through something. And like I was telling y'all yesterday, it's the guest that we were supposed to go down on her property and basically help her out because she was going through a lot of stuff. But since we didn't show up, she felt some type of way. So I tried to reach out and let her know that I would still help her or was still willing to help her. But she never returned my phone calls. So
I thought you would talk to her again.
No. But if anybody got any encounters, I guess after B is done and you'd like to come on and say something, then feel free to call in.
Ask them if they can hear me.
Can y'all hear B?
Barbara said, Barbara, what happened to the other video?
What, the one that's earlier?
I'm not sure.
That was just a practice one that we did earlier. We just trying to make sure it was working. They said they can hear you, B. Say it again.
Okay, that's good. I'm glad. I wasn't sure. Okay.
Hey, Donnie.
What's up, Darren Hodge? Claire Ellis. What's up, Claire?
Hey, Darren. Hey, Claire. Vintage Barbie.
Yes.
Always mess up.
You're doing fine. Before we get in here, one more to announce about Bobby.
You can go ahead, babe. You can do it.
All right, so y'all, we do this every week. So like every week, we're just going to keep making announcements about upcoming events. The show that will be on next Saturday, the Halloween special with Bobby Atristain, our very own Doug Pet member and subscriber. She has 30 years of experience with ghost hunting, and she will be coming on and sharing some of the ghost hunting information and encounters with you guys. So really looking forward to that. We're just waiting for more people to enter the chat room right now. So once more people enter into the chat room, then you guys can get ready for a show. We're going to finish up on our talk about Nephilim giants, and we're going to try to tie that in how there's similarities between the giants and Bigfoot.
Now, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Somebody just posted in the comment. They said they want to know if we're going to do the Cleveland encounter over because it was buffering so much. I did ask him to come back on, and if he was willing to come on and do it again, and he agreed that he would. So yes, we will do it again.
Yes, we've actually talked about that. Some of the guests, and we can do it again with him. It'll probably be on a Saturday or something like that. So yeah, that'll be something we're definitely looking into. Let's see. Hey, Jenny Thomas. Good evening. Claire Ellis at Lamar. Yes. His name is Lamar. Always return. New girl said she'd love to hear it because she's about 20 minutes away from that area.
Hey, Twain Mac. It's Twain G Mac. Wanted to say I saw a young Doug man in West Virginia in 2006. Hey, Twain Mac, you wanna take down this number so you can call us and tell us about it? Yeah, it's Twain Mac. We really take this number down.
Okay, Twain Mac. If you want to share that encounter, share your encounter with him either on Messenger on Hezekiah Allen page or on the Nico Allen page on Messenger to him, or you can email him at hezekiah.allen8818@gmail.com, or you can call him direct on his phone and give him the encounter.
Hey, Heather. I'm sorry, babe.
That number is 443-814-7517 if you're interested. Okay. So, how long? You want to give it a few more minutes?
Yeah, we'll give it a few more minutes. We're gonna try to get a few more people in the chat. So let me see what time is it now. It's I think it's 8:49. 8:49. What? 5 more minutes.
Okay.
We start at 8:55.
Okay.
Hey, Twain G Mac. She just said sent you some information and stuff. So we would love to hear about the your Doug man encounter. So let us know. if you're willing to come on. Okay, that's Gerald on here. Hey, Gerald. He just came up. Look at it, but he right under Claire.
Oh, yeah, see. Hey, Gerald Williams. What's up, Gerald?
Yeah, say something so I know he can hear you. So when you start.
Can you hear me? Can y'all still hear me? Can everybody hear me loud and clear? Okay.
The guy, Twain Max said he a little nervous. He said it went into an abandoned building and burned down the next day. You don't have to be nervous, you know. Either you could tell it or you can give it to me and I'll tell it. I don't mind. But we here to help. Oh, right. But before we start, ask them what they thought about them pictures. But you'll upload some more tonight. What did they think about?
So the pictures that Marvin had shared on the page a few days ago were pictures that he was these are pictures from the lady who's supposed to go out to her property to go and investigate the activity on her property. And these are some of the pictures that she had shared. I shared them on the page, basically to let you guys get a judge if you see dog, man, Bigfoot, or any other entities or cryptids in the pictures. We're not like claiming there's anything in them, or I said there's not anything in those pictures, but you guys just look and be the judge and decide what you think. So we just want to know what y'all thought about that.
Hey, Thomas. But like B said, though, we got something good on Halloween night.
Okay.
We're going to try to stay on here with y'all for a few hours that day. We got 3 more minutes, babe. All 411 cases solved then. Oh, and we're going to have J. Fox Hunter come back on too about the LBL. Because y'all got to think, we all know about the murders in the LBL, and we know people have seen these creatures afterwards. But, I mean, you haven't really been, we haven't been really hearing nothing that come out the LBL. But I'm sure that people still seeing these creatures, though. And y'all know we're going to still do this trip next year. You know, we just want to get as many PAC members as we can on board. Because we're going to ask, I guess B, you know, I guess we can ask Bobby, you know, to help us when that time do come.
Vintage Barber said, what pictures are we talking about? These pictures are the pictures that were uploaded on the Doug Pack page a few, yesterday.
Yesterday when we went live, man.
Yeah, so those are posted on there yesterday, last night. Tomas said he doesn't have Facebook.
All right, so baby, did you let them know everything that we talking about tonight?
Yes, I just went over the fact that we're going to do a continuation of the Nephilim Giants part 2. We had a lot of information that we didn't share. On our first live stream we did on the Giants, it was a 2.5 hour live stream, and we had already kind of gone as far as we wanted to go that night. So this is just a brief continuation of that, of the Nephilim Giants. I'm going to try to bring it all together as it relates to Bigfoot and kind of get you guys feedback on this and just provide some of the sources and information that we have on this subject. J. Fox Hunter is here, Marvin.
Oh yeah, hey J. Fox. We need to talk to him too.
Let him know. Jay Fox Hunter, we need to talk to you again and see if you were interested in coming back on. I can't remember, what it kind of buffering when we did his interview also?
Yeah, it was, but it kept, his voice kept going in and out, but we need to get him on like on a Saturday.
Yes, that'd be great.
We need to get him on a Saturday. So, and a lot of people want him back.
Yes, they do. He's in high demand. Hey, Barbara Adams.
Hey,
All right,
Barbara.
just let me know whenever you're ready to read your
Okay, baby. Ask everybody. If y'all ready, can y'all give us a yes? So she can start.
I think I'm gonna go ahead on and get it started because it's probably gonna be
Hey, Jenny.
a lot of stuff to cover. Y'all keep talking. Go ahead.
Just get your stuff together, though, baby. Just let me know when you ready. Curtis ready, Jenny ready, Thomas ready. So they coming up and letting them know they ready. She getting her notes and stuff together, and she gonna do what she do.
All right, y'all, hold on just a second.
Read what Vintage Barbie just posted. B. She can answer that, Vintage. That's something we really trying to work on, you know, because with the stuff that, the stuff that we get and we need, man, it's only gonna get better from here. She can answer that when she get back on. But I'm glad everybody, that's a babe, read what Vintage Barbie just sent you.
Okay, I'm back. All right, let's see.
Read what she just sent you.
He already, Vintage Barbie, he already set up a Cash App, and he's got a PayPal set up now.
But they don't.
So I think you're waiting on your card to come in for that.
Yeah, I'm waiting for both of them.
Right. So you set out for that, what, a week ago? I heard people saying it's gonna take a week.
Yeah, the Cash App a week ago. So
you're just waiting for your cards to come in for that. But some people have said they are. Did you share the link on your?
I did share the link, but it's no way I can even do anything. That was the PayPal, baby. And I ain't even got the I haven't got the card yet, so I'm just waiting. So we just waiting.
But anyway, so did you have anything else you want to go
Answer. Hold up. A Vintage Barbie, what is a Venmo app? Can you explain that? She letting us know something about an app. She said because she'll set a monthly amount for B.
Okay.
That's why I wish we would have been did this. I really do.
And then Vintage Barbie too. Vintage Barbie, if you'll just call the line after we get off the live stream. The number is 443-814-7517.
Let us know if you got that number, Vintage, so we can talk to you. It's 443-814-7517. Can you call us after this, after the live, Vintage, so we can talk to you? I mean, if so, the number is 443-814-7517.
Okay. Let me know when you're ready.
All right, babe. You go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, y'all. So last time we were talking about the Nephilim giants. Basically, started out by bringing up about the giant of Kandahar, and I kind of basically was quoting different scriptures and stuff like that. We were talking about the Anunnaki, the Rephites, the Nephilim, and different encounters within the Bible that has to do with giants. And all throughout the United States, there have been archaeological digs where several giant skeletons, bones, weapons like swords, battle axes, clothing, everything has been found throughout the United States and also in other areas of the world as well. So tonight I will be sharing articles with you guys, showing proof or giving proof, having sources ready to go over some of that with y'all. And then we'll lead up into how there may be some time with Dogman or Bigfoot being part of the Nephilim. So, and I kind of wonder too if the sons of Anak that was discussed in the Bible are also what the is also what the History Channel was referring to as the Anunnaki. But let me just pull this up real quick because I wanted to something for y'all. But Barbara, can you just start off? Can you read the what I sent you earlier? Barbara?
Yes, wait a minute. She asked, well, text the number up there to Vintage. Okay. You want me to read that article, right?
Yeah, read
Okay.
stuff.
Okay.
Give me time to pull up. I'm putting the number in there.
Okay. Okay. She gave me something to read, and it's by Ron Moorhead, and
And this is how we kind of come to some of the theories as far as it relates to the Nephilim and Bigfoot. Somewhat, there's a question, and we're trying to put the correlation together. And this is just a possibility and a theory. We want to know what you guys think about it. But go ahead and read that part.
Okay, well, I'm pulling it up. Thanks for the number, because she said she needed the number again. Wait a minute, I had to set it back up. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, y'all. I'm pulling it. Don't tell me I lost it.
Yes, you want me to read it?
No, I'll read it. I mean, I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it. I just had to gotta go back. I had to go back. I had to go back to it. That's all. On the link you sent me. I got it right here. Right now, it's coming up. You sent it. Thank you, B.
Okay.
Wait a minute, it's coming. It's coming up. No, it's coming up. We're starting now.
Okay.
I need to go to the one where you was talking about.
While you're doing that, I'll just pull up some of the.
And you know what? Yeah, I just needed to. I need to go. It was the last link you sent me. I got it. The Nephilim Theory. I got it. And it's by like I said, it's by Ron Moorhead. Moorhead, yeah. I'm bad I messed it up. Okay. It's got to start right here. Okay, it's a Bigfoots are self-aware, cognizant, sentient beings with language in our culture. Humans are the only ones who are supposed to have those attributes. However, the Bibles tell us that corrupt angelic beings mingled with human women, and this act made hybrids that were giants, men of renown, the Nephilim. Genesis 6:4. Giants returned on the scene in Numbers 13:33. After the flood, the same Hebrew word for giant in Genesis is also used in Numbers and it is translated to Nephilim, the fallen ones. Again, Bigfoot is a giant with very unusual and misunderstood abilities. I'm going to repeat that one more time. Bigfoot is a giant with very unusual and understood abilities. And there are also seems to be an interdimensional aspect to these beings. What's in their DNA that allows this? Okay, that was it.
Discuss
B.
that.
Yeah.
You go ahead and discuss that. What do you think about that theory?
I mean, what I think about that theory, I do think they tied in with the Nephilim. That's just my opinion because for one thing, I'm gonna go with the size because you don't see too many ordinary, really no humans around here 12, 14, and 15 feet tall. And then you gotta think it's certain abilities that they can do. Now I'm gonna read something else. I'm gonna read something else. Wait a minute, I'm gonna read something else that I wrote down earlier. Okay. Okay. Bigfoot has been known to have supernatural abilities. Just the name of fruit. Okay, we can start off. We can talk about their lung capacity. You know, just the way that they can make a sound, and it just, I mean, it'll echo through the valley. You know what I mean? Is it because of the size? You know what I mean? This the size of their body. Do they have larger lungs? And another thing, the speed. How can they move faster than somebody that could run track? And these beings, they weigh 12, 14, 1,500 pounds. They huge. Then you talk about the strengths. I mean, it's been known. It's fact that these beings can move a 2,000-pound tree and carry it. We talking miles away. So that's where I'm at when it comes to, I think they tied in with the Netflix. And okay, another thing, the way that they create infrasound. You know, like it just boom, it hits you, and you just stuck. You still, you can't move or do nothing. So how do they do that? And it's something that we really need to find out because there's a lot of things that we don't know about this creature either. So, and another thing, why are some people comparing Bigfoot to the Kandahar giant? You know, and a few things is, the Kandahar giant, it had that, that musky smell, same as Bigfoot. And another thing, plus, we always hear about people shooting Bigfoot and things like that. Plus, the red-haired giant was hit numerous times, and it just kept standing, dodging, and fighting fighting the military. So only way that they took that giant down is when they aimed for the face and the head, and they took multiple shots. Did they really cover a body? That's what some people in the military say. But we had talked to somebody yesterday, me and B, and they said that the giant was so-called never killed. You know what I mean? But that's another topic. And then you could say Kandahar giant was a cannibal. But if you look at Bigfoot was known to eat humans. So that's where I'm at right there with this. You know what I mean? Could I link them in with the Nephilim? I mean, to me, yeah, they could be because it seemed like they shared some of the same traits. So B.
Yeah, you were saying like the comparison with the Kandahar giant. Do you still have that screenshot that I sent you on there? What the soldier said about that? Let me just pull it up.
Hold on, I can get it. I can get it.
Yeah, because that's coming from the what I read off last time when the
You talking about when he said the giant weighed about 500 kilograms?
the quote where he compared it to Bigfoot. This is during the Kandahar giant.
Wait a minute. I'm trying to find it.
One of the soldiers who was anonymous on that story about Steve Quayle and L.A. Marzulli that was there being interviewed when it's a Mr. D. He said that rumors upon the existence of giants came also from the locals. They talked about cannibal monsters dwelling inside caves, so the soldiers compared those stories to their American Bigfoot. So we were just tying that together among other things like the Book of Enoch, and also heard some of these soldiers talking about as it relates to the giants and the fact that they were cannibals. And one of the things that I read from a couple of weeks ago off of that Nephilim giant article that I was reading off of, talk about the fact that human bones and skeletons were found outside of that cave when they came to kill that giant Kandahar. They came upon it. So I know throughout a lot of Native American history and their histories, a lot of times they have talked about the fact that some of these giants were cannibals as well. How sometimes they would take off the women and children and never to be seen again. I do have some information on that, but Marvin, would you go ahead on and elaborate further on what you were saying?
Like I was saying though, I just believe that I do believe that they sell. I mean, they do have the same traits. You know what I mean? The speed, the strength, but the only thing that I was stuck on and that I couldn't really put in the play was, the red-haired giant had, they had the double rolls and they had the 6 digits. Do Bigfoot have those? To my knowledge, no. I don't even. I haven't even heard anyone saying that they had 6 fingers or 6 toes or double rolls. But to me, they sell. I mean, they have a lot of traits. Similarities that that they both have. Like the cannibalism. Giants eat people, and we know Bigfoot. Was cannibals. Do they still do it to this day? Who knows?
And I have heard, I think before, I've heard people talk about the fact that they had 6 fingers, 6 toes. Not 6 fingers, 6 toes, I'm sorry, but double rows of teeth. I have heard that, and I can't remember exactly right now where I heard that, but I have heard that before. You just mentioned a few minutes ago about, I think, right now, they're talking about the red-haired giants. I can't remember one story I've heard before for some of the Native American tribes.
You talking about Lovelock Cave?
I don't know. It might be where the Native American tribes were saying
they set it on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lovelock Cave. But
they set it on fire.
Right? Because they was eating the people and taking the women. Right. So, they tried to make leave us alone and stop attacking us and eating our people and stealing our women and we'll let you live. They just burned them up. Exactly. They set them on fire. So that's why I think that Bigfoot. I do think that Bigfoot and the Nephilim, these giants. I think they do have some similarities. The speed. How can something that big move so fast and they so agile? And then the strength. We know that they can lift a lot of stuff. They can do a lot of things. So that's why I think we need to study not just Doug, man, but we need to study them too. We need to study all cryptids. That's why we're going to cover everything, not just Doug, man, Bigfoot. We're going to cover every cryptid out there that we can. We're going to do our research on it, and we're going to bring proof when we come and do these live streams, because I think that's what it's all about, and, helping someone. And again, I feel bad because, we were supposed to be somewhere helping somebody, getting some video, getting pictures, and it just didn't happen. And, and I don't want her to think that I turned my back on her. So, whenever Man B get a chance, we're gonna call and I'm gonna explain to her because I'm still willing to help. You know, whether it's now or later.
I'm just gonna read off of this article real quick, Marvin. So we're just talking about Native American tribes, and they've had a history throughout the years of stories and sightings of these giants, whether Bigfoot or real giants or what we know as human-looking giants. But I have an article here from the website GodSayItManSayIt.com. It says Native Americans claim there was a race of giant people who were here before them, and it's so. The North American Indians, especially the Chippewa, Sandusky, Tawa, Iroquois, Cherokee, Choctaw, and Hopi tribes, believe that there was a race of giant beings before them. My great-grandmother, this is the person saying on this article saying this, my great-grandmother was a full-blooded Choctaw Indian. Choctaw legends tell that after they crossed the Mississippi River, they encountered a powerful white race of cannibal giants who came from the east and used mammoths as beasts of burden, but were in decline. The Choctaw came. In the autobiography of William Buffalo Bill Cody writes that while camping on the South Platte, a Pawnee Indian came to the camp, but the army surgeon pronounced to be a giant thigh bone of a human being. Okay. Also, I wanted to just read one more thing. Buffalo Bill also wrote the following words about a legend recounted to him by members of the Sioux tribe. It was taught by the wise men of this tribe that the earth was originally peopled by giants who were fully 3 times the size of modern men. They were so swift and powerful that they could run alongside a buffalo, take the animal under one arm, and tear off a leg and eat it as they ran. So vainglorious were these because of their own size and strength that they denied the existence of a creator. Anyway, so those are just a few things that I had on that. But did you have anything else you want to say, Marvin, before I go into anything else?
Oh no, I was just letting everybody know in the chat, and you know, the PAT members, if they have, after we finish talking about what we're gonna talk about, if they want to call in, if they have a you know, it could be UFOs, it could be ghosts, it could be paranormal. If you want to call in and talk about it and share with the family, share with the pack, then you know, do so. You know, cause we all family here, and we all trying to help one another. You know, cause your story might just help the next person to open up. You know, and that's why I love what I love what I do, and I'm gonna continue to do this. You know, and remember we was talking about yesterday about certain uploads that I had, all of a sudden it's not on there no more.
Yes.
You know, it just like miraculously disappeared. You know, some of my uploads are gone. You know, I mean, it's not even there. And we didn't know until a pack member, a subscriber told us.
That they had been removed, like, anonymously. So we don't know, like, somebody said, maybe y'all touched a nerve.
Yeah, it's like
y'all being watched now. So this video,
it was that what? It was the Canada one, right?
What you said that you had 2 Canada.
I did. They took one.
So I'm good, Latina DeLeon.
Hey, Matita. Yeah, everybody great. Yeah. But like I said though, we're gonna discuss and talk about everything, you know. And we want to know y'all input too. Do y'all think that Bigfoot and these Nephilims have, you know, like, do they have like, do you think that they like are one and the same? You know, you think Bigfoot could be part Nephilim? You know, me myself, and I speak for me, I mean, I think so because of their size and some of the traits and some of their abilities. I really do. And remember we was talking about, what's his name again, Ben? I was asking you about earlier. The red, he had the red hair. East.
Esau.
Um,
Did you take any notes on that?
you know what? I didn't. I was supposed to read the thing off. I didn't. But I wanted to. I just want to bring it out there and ask, people in the chat. You know what I mean? Like Esau. When Esau was born, he was born. He was just pretty hairy, red. He had red hair all over him. And somebody was talking to us yesterday. A pack member, and B, you remember this? He said that his people's, I think it was his father or somebody used to tell him, stop going up in the mountain and having sex with these giants.
Yeah.
But see,
I heard that.
right, I don't know that. And I don't think I never read that as far in the Bible. Or is it in another book? But we just want to get y'all input on that too. You know what I mean? Was Esau some type of hybrid or some type of Bigfoot? But they said, the guy said that he used to go up in the mountains and have sex with these giants. So,
well, we know that. It's not too far fetched. We do know that the Nephilim also were having sex with, I guess, human women also. So nothing that I've learned here recently is surprising at all. I mean, when you consider the evil that these things gave off, according to how the Bible said they had to all be destroyed because of how evil they were and because of what they were doing and because they were also devouring the plants, the animals, and people and everything else. And they started devouring people too. So basically, I wouldn't put anything past it. They were wicked. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Remember we was reading something of it earlier, and they were saying about how some of them giants was supposed to be living under volcanoes. And remember the piece we was reading earlier? I think it had something to do with, I think, Greek mythology, and I guess they was feeding some of these. Matter of fact, they was feeding children, so-called children, to, I guess, one of these titans, as they called them, titans, babies. You know what I mean? And his name was Kratos. So when we was reading that, and I just thought it was interesting. So I like Greek mythology too, because if you look at it, then a lot of religions talk about the same thing, but they just use different names. They all talk about giants. They all talk about a lot of these cryptids that's out there. So, it's when it all boiled down to they all talking about the same thing basically. It's just a different name. That's all.
Right, and a simple Google search nowadays and YouTube search will show you like different archaeological digs and skeletons and all that stuff all over the world. Some of the stuff has been hidden by the Smithsonian Institute, where they've got a bunch of these different things, archaeological digs. There's actually, y'all check out Google for yourself. You'll see. You look up. There's something called forbidden archaeology. All kind of stuff has been covered up, things that they don't want you to know about, or that then fit into their theory of evolution. So you'd be surprised how much stuff has been hidden from us.
Absolutely, and that's just like what we was talking about, yesterday, be with that, the missing 411 thing, and like I said, I always, even at nighttime, I always go and I look at it and I would listen to certain cases, and a lot of them be so strange, man. It be having your head, you know what I mean? You'll be lost in trying to figure out, what really happened. But just as like you said yesterday, they could search your area for 6 months and then come back and they will find that body in that exact spot. That's the crazy part,
Oh yeah, when you talk about missing 411.
Yes, that's the crazy part. When you said that yesterday about they could search the area for 6 months and then come back and find the body in that exact spot. How? It's not a person that's doing it. That we can throw that out there. We can throw that, theory out. Is it some some kind of higher a higher entity or higher being. That's what I think. You know, they might be removing stuff from out these people. You know what I mean? And just putting them back after they already deceased. So that's what I think. They the only ones that probably got the technology that could do that without being seen or noticed. You know, because they quick to blame it on something else. Oh, he froze to death. Oh, he fell down and hit his head on the rock. They didn't make up anything. You know, just and think we'll fall for it.
I was asking in the comments, I asked, do you all believe that the giants or Nephilim will return again to the same capacity as they did in the past? Because, you know, biblically speaking, like, I guess they ran rampant back in the day. They originally were, I don't know, I guess it was a normal thing for them to be here after the fallen angels came and devoured mankind. So do y'all think that it's possible, or do you think that they will return again? Being in which after the flood, the Bible said that they also came back again, that they will return again. So what do y'all think? Do y'all think that they already exist in our day and age? Do you think that the giant of Kandahar was not just just an isolated event? Do you think that they're here in the United States too? What are y'all's ideas on
that? Me myself though, I think, yeah, I do think they here. You know what I mean? Are they underground? They could be. You know, because there's people that record certain sounds, man, and it's just not natural. It's not natural. It's like it's a city down there, and you can hear like gates opening and closing, man. It's creepy.
Right.
It is.
Where are you talking about?
I can't remember which country it was in, but it was a lady out recording, and you could hear like chains. It's like you could hear chains, like heavy chains, and something moving. And every time it would move, you hear the chains, and you would hear like the door, like a steel door, just opening. It's crazy. I'm gonna try to find that link and share it with you, and we're gonna, of course, we're gonna share it with the family.
Right. Let me see.
I think Nephilim are still around, vintage. Yo, you're absolutely right. I definitely believe that. I definitely believe that because they still say they got mountain giants.
Well, Gerald said he believed it because he said that they're going to be a part of God's wrath on the earth. And I can't remember where that is in the Bible, but I have read that before. And I think it's talking about the reptile eating that he was going to use them to come back. I don't know if that's against the wicked people. I mean, this is supposed to be during the rapture. But Gerald, I don't know if you can check it out and look that up real quick while you say that. It's in there, but if you look it up for Gerald, where it says that they would come back to that God's wrath on the earth.
Just like the days of Noah.
But there's a particular scripture about it, though, about them coming back, and I can't remember. So, Gerald, if you could, please look that up.
Yeah, I definitely believe they coming back. Hey, Truth.
I'll have to look that up.
Hey, Truth Seeker. Yeah, I believe.
If y'all think that the Nephilim are still around to this day, where do you think that they would possibly hide? Where would they take shelter now? Do you think that the fact that certain areas throughout the United States, throughout the world, are you're not allowed to go on those properties? It's against the law. Do you think that some of these giants are being held at Area 51 or other secret government facilities? What do y'all think?
He said he'll try, baby. He said he's driving.
Okay, sir.
Barbara said underground and caves, I believe. You know, and it could be. Now, another thing, remember yesterday we was talking to a Doug Pack member and a subscriber. Remember they were saying that they was talking about Antarctica.
Yeah.
What is it so secretly that Antarctica, you can't go on the other side of Antarctica, especially over that big ice wall. They will not. It's like it's a no-fly zone. They not letting you go over there, period. So what are the military hiding over there? Is it an alien base? These things we don't know, but they will not let nobody over there.
Yeah, it's really strange. You have to have certain passes, I believe, to go over there.
Yeah, you definitely got to be level 5 clearance, probably level 10. Remember Vic said that I think it was over there. He said Alaska had their first Doug Man sighting. And this is in Alaska. So that go to
the first one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here, one that came out of Alaska. So that's crazy. But trust me, I don't think it's no black ones over there running around. Because they'd be too noticeable.
I don't know.
And where would they hide?
I don't know about areas of Alaska are covered with snow, though.
No, I don't think. No, true. But it's a lot of it is. I don't think they got no forces, do they?
I think they do.
They do. They might do. Because I'm thinking about Anchorage. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, babe. Yeah, because you're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. So if they saying one, then it's got to be more.
Yeah, D. Robinson said he thinks that caves and mountains are vast,
Mm-hmm.
Vast areas that have a lot of space. I think so too, because I heard that several different caves and stuff like that, cave systems, it's against the law to go into those. Your bands going into those.
Okay.
Clearance to go.
Remember this? Remember yesterday he was telling us about the stuff under his apartment building that they got. It's like cave. It's like what he said, like a cave system down there, and it's giants down there, and they still using a up-to-date cave system, and they still using the old ones that the giants used to take.
Oh, yeah, he did say that.
Yes, he did. It just popped. It just came to me. And he said they walking up under his building. What was he telling us about, though, as far as Mexico?
I missed that part.
Because I was trying to get into basically cryptids. Because I know they probably deal with a lot of skinwalking over there too. Skinwalkers over there too. You know, I want to do some. I want to have a subject on that too, though, B, one day. So I guess we need to skinwalkers. I think we need to research on that. Just find out everything we can find out about them. Because do they turn into any kind of animal, or is it just a werewolf?
I'm sure it's any kind, but I heard that has to do with like some type of witchcraft, or like what you call, like, I don't know, they have to do some kind of blood sacrifice to be able to do that, sacrifice of family members, from what I heard people talk about before.
You're right.
Some of the similarities as it relates to, what we can do as far as skinwalking is concerned is just kind of put it out there and make an announcement about it on the Doug Pack page and see if anybody has any skinwalker, goat man, and other cryptid encounters, so they can feel free to send them in to us so we can interview them and bring them on for this.
Right.
Do y'all think that the sons of Anak and the Anunnaki are one and the same? The names is so similar to me. Anunnaki, sons of Anak, Anakim. I don't think that that's by chance. I believe that Anunnaki and Anakim, sons of Anak, I believe it's one and the same. I just believe that it's been changed for us today. What do y'all think about that? You think it's the same?
B?
Yeah.
Oh, but I just noticed something, B. From here though, I can do the same thing that you is.
You can?
Yeah, I just did it. I went under your under somebody's name and it give me all options too.
Yeah.
And the last one is add moderator. So if you think that because everybody know when we come on, so that's the part that I don't know.
Yeah, so sometimes I'll be moderating alone. It just depends on if everybody shows up or not. But if not, it's fine. People have lives outside of YouTube and Facebook, so it's understandable. Charles said the government have these beings captive and they are breeding them. That's all I'm saying about that. I agree with that.
But you know what though, even if they breed them though, I don't think they can come up. I don't think they're gonna come up with the right sequence. They might come close. Because you gotta think, like when these, fallen angels, when these angels had sex with these women, do that, even if they was giants, do that make part of these giants like somewhat divine?
What do you mean?
I'm just saying though. Because of the angels, I guess they're half, because I guess women, they humans and angels are, I guess, what supernatural, however you want to call it. Would it make the giants somewhat? I guess maybe that's why they could do certain things, So maybe I'll put it.
I think they had powers that were given to them through the fallen angels because the fallen angels were supernatural. So they were part human, part angelic, or fallen angel, angelic beings. So they had supernatural powers. That's why when you see a lot of these movies like X-Men and stuff like that, those are superheroes. They're mighty men, like the Bible calls mighty men of old, titans, giants, basically is what it is. And so it's the same exact thing. Half God, half man. Because some of the fallen angels, or some of the angels, or whatever, some people worship them as gods, or demigods.
That's why I asked, do you think some of them was they divine or in some way?
I don't think that they were well, you say divine, you're saying God-like, because some people did worship them. So if you look at it in that aspect, then I would say yes, somewhat, but they were an abomination.
Oh, now Matita said no. Skinwalker have the power to turn into anything they want. No Skinwalker have the power to turn into anything they want. You hear that?
Yes.
I don't, we don't really know, I wonder if he over there, live over there where these people, Matita. And do he live over in like Mexico or something like that? And he know a lot about it.
Well, Gerald said Marvin the Fallen gave them the knowledge to do this. The knowledge to do what, Gerald?
This is what I'm saying though. Evidently, they already had, knowledge, But remember, Richard Reed was like they didn't have sex, but I'm using what it said in the Bible, sex. You know what I mean? I don't know no other way to put it. Richard Reed said they didn't have it, sex. It was some other way, use their powers or whatever. But I'm going by what the word said, sex. So evidently they knew how to do that.
Right, because it was taking wives of all which they chose.
Right.
The procreation of that, the creation of them coming into the women was children.
Right. You're absolutely right.
The giants were their children, so that's why that's why a lot of people during that time of the flood, and along with the giants, were destroyed because of this. At some point after the flood was over, they came back up on the scene again. Mm-hmm. We know that Og was a giant.
Right.
Goliath
Was
Goliath
a giant.
Yeah, you talk about the sons of Anak, and it
Right.
gives the names of those sons of Anak.
Even, go ahead, babe.
Ahiman, Shishai, and Talmai were some of Anak's children.
Right.
And even those who say, I think Og was one of the last of the Rephaite giants.
Right. And remember they said that Goliath had sons. We just couldn't get the name.
He said Goliath had 3 sons.
We just couldn't, they just didn't give us the name, so we don't know which book that's in or nothing like that. But another thing, that means, I guess when these angels came down, I guess because it don't say that, but we can say, can we say that they came in the form of men?
What?
These angels, these fallen angels that had sex with the women.
Yeah.
Could we say that they came in the form of men?
I think so, because you remember when we were researching about this, and we were talking about, what was it, when those 2 angels appeared at Lot's house?
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yes.
So I had you to research that, and you said that they appeared. Can you talk about that? You go into that.
Well, when God was going to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, he sent 2 angels, to let Lot know. And, they didn't really want to stay there. They just wanted, I guess, get his family and leave. But they stayed and they went in there. And, all the people from Sodom and Gomorrah, especially the men, came to his house and say, send them out. And he was like, send them out. Send those 2 men out. You know what I mean? But he was like, no, you can have my daughters. No, we want to have, basically have sex relations with the men. So Sodom and Gomorrah, that was just it seemed like they just had nothing but gay people there, period. But they came in the form of man. So that's why I said that when you talk about the fallen angels, that they had sex with the women of earth, they would have to come in the form of some kind of man, But I like.
Eating. They were also
eating. Yeah. Absolutely, you're right. You're absolutely right, baby. They did eat. They did eat. So, and I didn't know. Well, I thought that angels didn't eat or drink, but evidently said they did eat.
And evidently they had free will too, because you would think that they were created by God and their only job is just to worship.
To worship, right? I guess they got free will to a certain extent.
Apparently they had the free will to the extent of actually some of them leaving.
Because
with Lucifer in order to rebel against him. So
right.
That seems like ultimate free will to me.
Yeah. Because some of them did leave, but I'm just thinking that they got free will. Well, I guess they here on Earth,
But you know what? You're right. I agree with what you're saying. I do feel like it's to a certain extent.
Yeah.
I don't think that they can just have the will to come down and cause people to, people say the devil made me do it, or this demon or evil spirit.
Right.
It can influence you, but it's your free will. And
right. Absolutely.
So I don't think that they can just come and kill you for doing anything.
No, they can't.
Without God's permission.
They definitely can't. Cause you see what you see what they did. You see what the devil did to Job. Right. He took everything from that man. He took him all the way to death's door. And his wife, so arrogant, said, why don't you, he took everything from us. Why don't you just curse God? And he told her, you talk like a foolish woman. But he would never curse him. He would never turn his back on him. And the devil took him. He took him for the ride. He took everything. But God gave him all that back, plus 10-folds. So he got everything back. But he wanted to show the devil that, you know, I got somebody that won't turn their back on me. You know, so the devil threw everything he could at him. You know, everything. That's why when some people say, I seen the devil, you know, we get these images of, you know, the horns, the tail, the black hoofs, you know, and it's crazy. You know, he got that grimace smile,
Yeah,
the long chin.
A cartoonized mental version of what we think.
Right. We get that version of it, you know, but I guess is that the image that he want to I guess portray in our head to see him like that?
Yeah, probably so, because it seems ridiculous for most people to see that and it's like, oh, that's not real. People are not going to believe it. You know, that's just a cartoonized version. A lot of people today who claim to be Christians don't even believe that demons and the devil exist.
Right. I thought it went up. We've been on. Okay, we've been on an hour right now. Okay. Yeah, but I just think, you know what I mean, he got the power. This is dominion right here. You know, this here is right here. So he got the power, you know, to lead everybody, you know, if he can astray. You know, it's up to us as individuals because we got free will to either follow him or not follow him. Take care of this. They said the Sumerians predate the Phoenicians. All human tribes come from the Sumerians. Curtis, do you believe that, B?
Yeah, I don't know. I have heard that ancient Sumeria.
I heard it's I know it's old.
I know ancient Sumeria has been said to be much older. I mean, it all ties in together. Did you want to keep going on what you're saying?
We don't have to. We can talk about something else.
Go ahead.
I'm trying to.
We will in a second.
Okay.
I just want to make sure I completely went over some stuff. I'm gonna read just a couple of things to y'all real quick.
Okay.
Just keep paying attention to those two comment sections.
I will. I'll be right back. Go ahead.
Yeah, I did hear Curtis that all human tribes come from the Sumerians. I think it all ties in together. But I'm gonna read something to y'all, and then y'all have a few of y'all have talked about King Og in here on this as it relates. Let me just check something out real quick. But y'all do know that there's been several instances where these giants have been found all over the world. And I know we're talking about the giants and Bigfoot and all that kind of stuff. So, but I wanted to bring up about that giant of Kandahar. The fact that it took so many bullets to take that thing down, and that a whole military team had been killed off, and had to be, I guess they had to have a whole other team of military officials to come in, soldiers to come in to look for the bodies or try to find out what's happened to the first set that never came back. But the fact that giant, it took so many bullets to kill it. I think it wasn't until they hit it in the head several times before it came down. Just makes me think about like people who've had Bigfoot encounters that actually said that they shot them, how much it took for them to take that Bigfoot out. So there's a lot of similarities there, and I think I remember also the giant Kandahar situation. People were saying that how loud it was when it was screaming, and that's also what we were talking about with how loud that Bigfoot, like the the lung capacity they have, the sounds they make. Um, But I wanted to read something to y'all real quick, like just real quick since we're on this subject of the Nephilim and the giants. I wanted to bring something up real quick. So if y'all just bear with me for a second. In 2 Samuel, this is just talking about Goliath. And it says, so this is 2 Samuel chapter 21, verse 15. I'm just going to read like 7 verses on this. It says, when the Philistines were at war with Israel, David went down and his servants with him. And as they fought against the Philistines, David became weary. Then Ishbi-Benob was among the descendants of the giant, the weight of whose spear was 300 shekels of bronze in weight, was girded with a new sword, and he intended to kill David. But Abishai, the son of Zeruiah, helped him and struck the Philistine and killed him. Then the men of David swore to him, saying, "You shall not go out against with us to battle, so that you do not extinguish the land of Israel." Now it came out after this, there was war again with the Philistines at Gob. Then Sibbecai, the Hushavite, struck down Seth, who was among the descendants of the giant. There was war with the Philistines again at Gob, and Elhanan, the son of Jair, Oregim, the Bethlehemite, killed Goliath, the Gittite, the shaft of whose spear was like a weaver's beam. Then it goes on to say there was war at Gath again, where there was a man of great stature who had 6 fingers on each hand and 6 toes on each foot, 24 in number, and he also had been born to the giant. When he defied Israel, Jonathan, the son of Shimei, David's brother, struck him down. These 4 were born to the giant in Gath, and they fell by the hand of David and by the hand of his servants. So that's just, I think that it was Goliath on those scriptures that I just read. But y'all just have to know, like, there was plenty of instances where they were fighting off people. I realized, I think what I've been told, that the Canaanites, when God told them to go in there and kill off all the men, women, and children, that those are supposed to have been giants or Nephilim also. But I don't know.
God, you make a valid point though.
DJ Newby said Hillary Clinton worshiped Moloch in her emails.
I'm telling you, she got something to do with this thing they say called Pizzagate, where they sacrifice, they sodomize kids and all that. It's this is like they say the Queen of England. They say she's a reptilian, you know.
Yeah, I heard of that.
Say she's a reptilian. You ain't see the little kid? She did an interview one day, and the little kid was like, she eat little kids. Man, her eyes turned pretty. When I say black, I mean black as coal.
Curtis Hervey said all people came from Mesopotamia. And then migrated from there to include the Phoenicians. They are not special. Who are you saying is not special, Curtis?
But this one I don't get though. How do they know everybody came from this place?
Yeah, Curtis, you need to answer that or respond to that.
Said that Nimrod, Osiris, was a giant, and that it says he began to be a giant, meaning puberty. We all inherited Nephilim DNA. That's just for me.
Well, I don't agree with that.
I'm not
just saying definitely, but I know that there's a serpent seed, and I know that there's also the seed. If that were the case, I think that Noah and his family would have also been wiped out. I think that had to do with DNA.
Okay.
Noah was not perfect, but he was perfect in his genealogy. I think his bloodline wasn't corrupted.
Okay. Now, listen to this. Okay, Venice Barbie said they investigated Pizzagate and they couldn't find no proof. Trust me, if them people don't want you to know something, you're not going to know it. I don't believe everything they put on TV or put in them papers. You know, that's why it's good to do your own research. So if they don't want you to know something, Vintage, then you ain't gonna know it.
Right. It's like they say, a need to know basis. They only gonna tell you what they want you to know.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I don't think that the news tell you everything there is. No, you know, they cover up a lot of stuff and leave out a lot.
Right. Baby, you ever heard about that thing they have every certain 20-something years when they worship that owl? What do they call the owl?
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about?
It was at Bohemian Grove.
The Bohemian, that's what it is. Now listen, you know, they have everybody there. Senators, presidents, man. And it was a certain president that did an interview. He said he went there for the first time. He said, man, I'll never go back there again. It ain't nothing but a bunch of faggots. It's crazy because they sacrifice a live person during that time.
That's what was said.
The guys snuck in there. How they got in there, I don't know. But they got caught. But they did film a lot of stuff in there. And it was guys coming up to him trying to, I mean, people that you would say, hold up, this man is the senator of California. What the, man, it's crazy though, but it's real. They say that's where all the big people get to meet at.
Well, D. Robinson said the giant genes sometimes show up in humans periodically on occasion, but governments still deny they exist by hiding bones from discovery. You know, you were talking on the phone to the guy we talked to yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, you were talking about the fact that there was a giant. Did you say years ago, like after some riot y'all were talking about, that was spotted outside of Ottawa?
Oh, it was the riots that happened during the when the little kid that got killed here where I'm from in Baltimore, and the riots happened, and it was near Auto. What it was Auto what?
You said AutoZone?
It was an AutoZone store, and they had this man. He said he think he was like 9 feet. This man had to be bigger than that, but he was huge, and everybody else looked at like midgets. I don't know if they meant to release that picture, or I think somebody outside that was watching the riots go on saw that and took that picture and they uploaded. But this man was huge. He was huge. So
Curtis said Noah was pure, but his wife wasn't, and his sons also married Nephilim women. How do you know that, Curtis? Curtis said that Noah was pure, but his wife wasn't, and his sons also married Nephilim women.
Noah? How you know?
Right. Where are your sources for this, Curtis? Where do you get this information so we can look that up for
ourselves?
I've never seen that.
This is what some people say, though, B. They say during the flood, they said that the floods went all the way up, to just the peak of the mountains?
No, it covered the mountain.
It covered the mountain. Okay, it covered the mountain. They said that these giants, how they survived, some of them was on the ark, on the side of the ark. They was hanging on some type of way. This is what they believed, though, because they said that they was before and after the flood. So evidently, if everything flooded, they had to be somewhere on that ark. Because I don't know. I don't think you're gonna swim for no 40 days.
Yeah.
I just don't. So I'm thinking they had to be somewhere on the ark because they said they was here before and after. So that's what I'm getting.
Well, James Mason had asked Curtis, what do you mean by aquatic Nephilim? And Curtis said that the book of Enoch tells us that the 200 watchers had sex with animals, birds, and fish. So yes, Curtis, I agree with you on that. That makes a lot of sense. That's for the whole thing. I think as far as Mermaid came from.
There you go.
And that goes into having sex with animals and human. And what if they were able to mix human and animal DNA?
But this the thing, though, baby. What kind of fish would they had to have sex with to create a mermaid? That's what really got my head. That's what really got me baffled.
Well, we've been told what a mermaid looks like. But,
Right. We know that they don't look nothing like that. They really don't.
no, not all of them anyway.
Oh no. I don't think it's none that look. I don't think it's none that's. I mean, I think people. They might have some type of ability though to make you see them as, you know, a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
You know, but they say they got speckled spots on their body like a blue, like a marlin or something like that.
Well, there be different types of different types of mermaids from what we've seen too. We think it's like a goldfish body at the bottom. That's not necessarily true. What if it's half person, half shark?
Absolutely. But if you ever seen when they did the Animal Planet, I think it was up in, was it in Russia? They was doing some type of field thing out in the field where they said they throw dummies over and they be out and they trying to get it, guess go save them, whatever. Something swam past that boat that had a crescent on the top of his head. And the man was like, "Oh no, that was a dolphin." That was not no dolphin.
Well, even some cryptids today, like we know Dogman, Bigfoot, we never really talk about the water cryptids, like we said, mermaids, Leviathan was talked about in the Bible and all this other stuff too. But then if you look, there's been several times throughout the years after hurricanes and floods have happened where all these prehistoric creatures that were supposed to be no longer in existence,
right,
just washed up on shore.
All right, B, they want us to talk about mermaids one day.
Well,
we covering everything, so I think we can.
Yep. We'll look into that. And actually, the African culture believes a lot about mermaids. They say there are kingdoms under the sea. As far as I know, that they say that there's such thing as the queen of the coast, the queen of the Atlantic Ocean, the queen of the Indian Ocean. There's kingdoms under there. It even goes into some things as far as we have to maybe cover so many aspects of different areas where it relates to religion and religious practices in order to get into some of this stuff as far as the mermaids are concerned. But I think the Book of Enoch also references the mermaids as well, and it tells how sirens were created. So I'll have to look deeper into that to be able to discuss that with you guys. So we'll definitely look into it. Absolutely.
Hey, Sabrina.
What's up, Sabrina?
Yeah, but I think that'll be a good topic though. Cause somebody said,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
She said, all right, Sabrina said demons are eternal, so it is possible that they just continue to mate with animals after the great flood, just as they did before. I mean, make a valid point.
Mm-hmm. James Diamond said he believed that he had an air pockets under the earth.
I heard about that too, Twain G Mac. And the guy that came forth said that they kept it alive for like a year before it died. That mermaid. So if you take something out their element, I don't think it would be hard for it to live. Cause don't nobody want you looking at them and they poking holes all in you.
D. Robinson was talking about the mermaids, been a great discussion for one day, and he said the History Channel did a special on it.
They did.
And then D. Robinson, then they came back later and said that was just a reenactment. So
right.
Like,
they said all of them was actors. Remember?
I wonder, are they telling the truth or are they lying about that?
You know what?
I think about whether it was covered up or not, whether it was just a reenactment. They don't want it out.
I think that little clip that the little boy and his brother was down on that beach.
Mm-hmm.
I think that part I do truly think that part was real. Because they said back then, the people ain't even bother to check the little kid phone.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how he really showed. And to make it so bad, he drew a picture of exactly what he saw.
Right.
And that part was crazy though. But they said that they did confiscate everything that they had in South Africa, as far as the skull reconstruction. The DNA came back 99 point something human. But guess what they said? Oh, it was contaminated. And they said that that they did really get the remains from out of a shark. Shark was their only enemy, that they said. A shark was their only enemy. So you gotta think, if that's why they said that's what made them go deeper. That's why their eyes are so black. Like some of the Doug men's, how they can see in pitch black darkness with them black eyes. The deeper you go, the deeper you go in the water, the darker it gets. So I think that they adapted to just that, and they could see. It's like they see just like we said. We was on top of the water, so they just went deeper in. I guess they got tired of hearing it like that. You ever seen the clip, baby, when they pulled the caught one in the net, them fishermen?
Yeah, I did see
and
that.
It was trying to get out.
Oh yeah.
That's why I say, man, you just be surprised.
Curtis said, I think Inky knew from the epic of Gilgamesh was a Bigfoot or Nephilim. And I agree with you on that. Did y'all see that? I don't know if it was a painting or like some kind of sculpture where you got Gilgamesh holding that lion under his arm like a kitten.
Yeah.
Like a house cat. So
Gilgamesh was a giant.
Yeah, exactly. Gilgamesh was a giant.
Yeah, hold on. He had to be.
Twain Mack said he heard they kept one alive for many years on a naval ship in South Carolina. Twain Mack, are you talking about Mermaid being kept alive on the ship for several years?
Okay, babe.
Yeah, take your time. I'm just talking to the subscribers. Just talking to them. They have to tell.
What happened?
Enigma said zombies can't handle the truth. You don't need God without the devil. Peace out.
Enigma.
Enigma said truth mixed with lies works like a charm. But Enigma, you're going to get truth mixed with lies.
Anyway, really.
Anywhere, in any subject, in all aspects of life.
That's why when you don't believe something, you do your own research.
Exactly.
Don't believe everything somebody throw out at you. Do your own research. That's what me and B do.
And even then, like after researching, sometimes you just have to realize that you're still not going to have all the answers. You're still not going to know. You just have to make a decision to just kind of take some information you get with a grain of salt and just admit sometimes we don't have the answers. We research stuff as far as Dogman, Bigfoot, or cryptids, and that's concerned, but we still don't have all the answers, and neither do any of the so-called experts in this field.
Right. And then what about the ones that sit behind a desk all day long, but they know everything? They know where the Doug man sleep at. They know how many when they give birth. They know how they breed and all that.
Yeah.
But never saw one.
Right.
So that's what baffled me though. That's why this one lady said, she a researcher, she said, and I'm talking about the ones that sit behind the desk. She said, go out, do your research, get your own proof instead of sitting behind the desk. I understand some people are scared to go out.
All right, that's why you take a team, but I guess sometimes they say they're saving your numbers, but that's not always the case either, because we know sometimes it's been times when a lot of people have been taken out or harmed or attacked by Bigfoot or Dogman during some of these expeditions. or not even expeditions, just on a regular hike or camping trip to the woods.
Right. But I don't think really Bigfoot just gonna just. I mean, I think they just be curious, and a lot of times they could be territorial. You know, that's why they call them, you know, window peekers and all that, because they will peek in your window, just like a dog, man. You know, but one thing I want us to research the Jersey Devil too.
And you know, you don't hear too many cases
At
of
all.
the Devil.
At all.
That's like Mothman.
It died out.
I can't remember if that happened in Point Pleasant, Virginia.
It did. That's where it happened at.
But you don't hear too many
at all
sightings of that.
I was just writing down a few things that we're gonna like Jersey Devil, Mothman, Goatman, and I think I heard a few cases of Lizard Man, and that was it.
Enigma said God and Satan is a team.
What?
Yeah.
All right, Enigma. I mean, I understand, you know, and you got your own belief and your own reason, but can you share with us what makes you think that?
Or maybe that's a conversation from behind the scenes. It's probably too much to tell in this live chat.
Yeah, but I would like to hear that.
I never heard of Black Goo, Sabrina. I don't know. Marvin, you know, Sabrina said, do you ever
I heard of it, but I can't remember I forgot where I heard of it at, but I heard of Black Goo, yeah.
What, Sabrina, you gotta tell us about that.
Yeah.
I want to have an article, a link that you can post on that, or is that something? I don't even know. Where did we get? I never heard anything about that. Where else can we go? If I had,
I mean, we can talk about anything. Anything that we got some information on, you know, or we can throw in there. They can ask some questions out there if they want to talk about a certain thing, you know. But every time we used to ask certain people in here, they always want to say, Doug man.
Right.
You know, they always want to talk about that cryptid. It seems like when you find out something about them, something else arrives. But
yeah, it is, and like, yeah, we know that it's so much you can say about Dog Man, and it's so much that once you get to a certain point.
She did it.
What?
She said copy then paste.
Thanks, Sabrina. It's only so much you can say about Dog Man or Bigfoot till it gets to a point where everybody pretty much has the same information, and it doesn't continue to change.
Listen to this.
Go ahead. We try to talk about it.
Go ahead.
Like periodically, like talking about Dog Man, and then maybe for a few weeks off, and let's talk about another subject, because we don't want to run out of topics. Sometimes we run out of topics as far as Dog Man is concerned.
Now, listen what somebody just said. Noah Johnson said, I guess he told Enigma, he said, shut the F up. They ain't no team. Y'all just lost souls. So they said show, or I could even hide it.
You know, I think you're supposed to keep the comment section clean on this, so.
Yeah, we do.
Leave that.
Hey, no, yeah, I know you probably upset about the you know, the remark he made, but let's just try to keep it clean. It did take it off of there, but I still could see it.
Yeah, we're the moderators.
I hear it. It ain't up there.
Okay. Thanks for helping me moderate, Marvin.
How about Shimmer Glimmer, man? I heard about, what is he? Is he a man that glimmer?
Oh. Enigma said the story of Job. I guess he said that's proof of what he said, that God and Satan work together. The story of Job, they work together.
You know why? Baby, because when God said he was having a meeting, it's like he was having a meeting. Everybody, all the angels was there except Iblis.
or Satan for Christians.
Oh, or Satan. He came late, and he said, "Where have you been?" He said, "I have been walking to and fro
on the earth."
Right.
And that he was trying to, what was he trying to do?
And God was asking him, and God asked him, "Have you seen my faithful servant?" So that's where he getting the picture at, because they supposed to meet, and I guess they supposed to be working together, which he gave the earth to him. That's his domain. That's his dominion. So the devil can do what he want here. He just ain't gonna kill nobody. That's something he can't do. But other than that, he can do what he want. He can take you for the longest ride that you want to go to. Maybe that's where it come in, when he's saying that he thinking they working together, because he can do certain stuff.
And there's people who have their difference of opinion with religion, and that's why, like, for me, like, I never debate anybody on their religion or their beliefs, whether they are religious or spiritual or not. I don't want to debate anybody, because even whatever your beliefs are, that's a free will too. So if one person believes that God doesn't exist, or that God and the devil are the same, or that God is a woman, or whatever, each his own. Like, you're gonna choose what you believe, and at the end of the day, for you or for me, it's not debatable. So it's not an argument. So you have to respect everybody's choice to have free will to choose to believe what they believe.
Right. And what you call just made a valid. She said that Sabrina said that Satan had to go to God to access Job and permit. You're absolutely right. God told him, he said, you can take him. He said, you can do whatever you want. He said, you can take him to death's door, but you just better not kill him. So, and that's what he did.
Right. I agree with Sabrina on that too. He's one of God's angels. Can't do anything without permission from God. And I agree, he did have to ask for permission to attack Job and his family. And I know God said that he could take away his land, his home, all these things. But at the end of the day, don't lay a hand on Job. He even got him sick, but he was not able to take his life. He had to ask for permission. And I know in another scripture it talks about Satan just requesting of God to sift Peter as wheat. So even then, he still had to go and request to do harm to Peter or another human being. So it's just basically what you believe or what you don't believe is free will also.
Right.
Pat Murphy said the devil can only do whatever God says he can. And I know there's a scripture that says that even at the knee of every knee has got to bow, even the demons have to bow down at God's name.
They say everything bow to him.
That's right.
Everything, every animal, the trees, everything.
Oh yeah. James Mason said that's why they have to tell us what their plans are.
Enigma said God is good at keeping us ignorant. Come on now. He gotta stop that thing. I'll be right back.
Well, sometimes I think it's, as long as he doesn't, Enigma, just, you have your right to your beliefs, and so I'm not going to remove any of your comments at all, because you have a right to believe as you believe, just as long as you don't, verbally attack anybody else in this pack, because I think the reason I'm saying I'm not going to remove the comments is because people need to see other people's beliefs as well. So I think that this is kind of healthy, but just y'all don't attack each other. I'm not gonna, I'll stand up for my belief, and that's all I can say. It's not debatable, and he has his beliefs, so nobody attack him, and Enigma don't attack anybody else on theirs either, and you are entitled to your opinion. Let me see. Don Johnson said the fact that cryptids exist, it further proves God's existence. I agree with that, Don Johnson. That to me that makes sense. I mean, it's just not. I wouldn't think a natural existing creature. It's just not normal. It's just not normal. I mean, you might say, well, who are you to say what's normal, what's not? It's just the fact that it's not when you think of how intelligent they are on a level. It's almost like they have beyond human intelligent powers and supernatural abilities about them. And, the ability to give people telepathy or put thoughts in your head or superhuman speed. It's just crazy. Ian Valley said, one night hiking, I dove to the ground when I heard the sound of hooves trampling right at me, and then it flew off with powerful flapping of wings. Possible Jersey Devil encounter. What's up, Bizzle? We're all doing well. Enigma said, exactly, trust me, scripture limits your knowledge. Oh, you have to be a learned person, Enigma. You have to have discernment as a Christian, which I'm sure you're not, but as a Christian, you have to have a knowledge and discernment, and also we understand that there's several books that have been taken out of the Bible. There's certain things that we don't know, certain things that we're not going to ever know, and that's just the way it is. I know there's truths in other books throughout history. There's a lot of stuff that we're not being told, but I don't claim to have all the answers. I don't think anybody has all the answers on anything, but I definitely would not. I wouldn't venture to say that there's no God or that God and the devil are the same. Darren Hodge said, have y'all heard of the sheep's watch? I heard of the sheep's watch once before.
I heard of it too.
Yeah.
But I don't know what it is, though.
Sabrina said the devil can't read your mind or know what's in your heart, but he can see and watch what you do. I agree with that, Sabrina. I sure do. I believe that wholeheartedly. I do agree with that.
Oh, that's. Oh, she came on here, huh? Who else, babe? But I only see one comment from her. You know who I'm talking about.
Okay, I'll look.
Look right under Enigma.
Hold on. Anyway, D. Robinson said, I have a story to tell about an entity that visited me from the forest behind my home. I will tell it one day to everyone when I get the guts to do it. D. Robinson, don't be shy. If you want to tell it to us anonymously, you can call us at 443-814-7517 or just whatever is convenient or convenient for you.
Right. Hey, Doris. Doris, what happened last night? Why you ain't called?
Let me see.
Oh, Voltron came on here. Say hello, Marvin and B. Miss B. Hey, Voltron. She's gonna make up an excuse. No, you didn't. She's gonna say she tried. Come on. Doors, you dialed the wrong number. Look, I'm gonna text the number on here right now, and just you.
Tell her to call right now then.
Okay, call the phone right now, and I'm gonna give you the number.
Oh, but she called it right now just to make sure she's actually getting through, because
she said she called. She said she tried. Read the text.
I read that, but we want to make sure that it's gonna go through for when she wants to talk to you again.
Right.
We'll just see right now.
That's what I'm gonna tell her. 814. Okay. 7517. All right, Doors. There go the number right there. Look down in the comment. Call that number right there right now, and I'll answer the phone. I have it right here, so call it. I'm looking at it right now. Call the phone now. The number right in the comments.
And just let her know, like, she didn't have to, like, give an encounter or say anything. We just want to make sure her call's getting through.
Now, Enigma said he used to be a Jesus freak. See, but we ain't gonna be debating on here about, people religion and stuff.
Well, I asked if Enigma to be respectful of people, religion, and respectful. Nobody's attacking Enigma, so I don't think that's fair. So, Enigma, if you would, we're asking you, we want you as you're welcome here. We don't shut anybody out of the group. If you want to be part of the group, if you want to be part of the videos and live chat, we welcome everybody. But keep comments respectful. Nobody's attacking you.
What is a Texas number? I know she ain't called. Because I forgot the Texas area code, because that's where she from. It ain't no Texas number. Ain't my sister numbers.
Yeah, we try to remain respectful. We ask y'all, like, I'm the only one moderating tonight. Permanent's helping me because I'm the only one moderating tonight. So please keep y'all's comments respectful. We're going to respect everyone's beliefs, whether we agree with it or not. And we're not going to attack one another. So let's be fair to each other on that.
Right. So we're going to try to respect one another on here. Like she said, you know what I mean? We on here, you know what I mean? We're a pack, we're a family, We don't want to debate about no religions because that could just take it somewhere else. So that's something we're not going to do. I mean, everybody got their own opinion. Whether you want to believe in something, a higher power, or you don't. It's a good thing about that. You got a choice. Yeah, it's a lot of area codes in Texas. I know that. B was calling them all to me one day. I'm like, wow. Because I bet you in the amount of money if she called that same number. Anything else, man? B?
Yes, I'm sorry. I accidentally muted it.
Okay.
I was just saying that we try to keep it respectful and that we don't want to, like, I'm the only one moderating, but Marvin's helping tonight too, but we don't want to remove anybody for being disrespectful towards others. We give a warning a couple of times because we're trying to keep it respectful here and want everybody to feel comfortable to come and discuss or comment on anything they want to discuss during these live streams, but not at the expense of being ridiculed, mocked, or have their religion attacked.
Right.
So we ask a few times, and then once it continues, then that's when we have to make a decision to remove people. So we don't want to do that. So we ask everybody to please remain respectful and we're only going to say it so many times before it just.
Oh, that. Hold on. Got her. Hello.
Mr. Marvin.
Yes, it is.
This is Dorothy.
Right. I got you.
It took me a long time to figure out how to work my phone.
Okay, I understand.
And I'm sorry.
No, you don't have to be sorry. You was calling that other phone, and I don't have that phone yet. I'll probably have that phone in a couple of days, but I had to get a new screen.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Don't think that I've been lying.
No, I would.
I don't lie.
I would never think that.
Yes, sir.
I would never think that. But
Okay.
I mean, so what's been going on? I mean, far as where you at? Any encounters, any sightings, or?
No, I don't have sightings. I like dreams over the years that come true.
Okay.
And but my daughter-in-law has had many sightings, and my son out there, and we live like about 25 minutes south of Boston, Texas.
Right.
Right. Yeah. So there's lots of. It hasn't been going on here in the last 2 days, but yeah, it's been going on for the last years, like probably the last 10 years out there.
Wow.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I want to get my daughter to call you and talk to you.
Yeah, I would love that. You know, I would love that. I would love her if she can even come on. She can tell it, or I'll take it down and I'll tell it myself. Because it sounds interesting, especially if she had sightings.
But she's a talker. She probably would.
Right.
Because she tried to get in touch with Big Pundit.
Oh.
And he never called her back.
What?
He never called her back.
That's.
Ask her.
Go ahead, ask her, babe. Go ahead.
Was a dogman encounter that her daughter had. And I love Big Pundit.
Right. Was it a?
I love him.
What? Was it a?
I also love you, sir.
Oh, thank you very much. Was it a Dogman encounter that she had?
Yes, sir.
She said, yeah, babe.
A lot. Are you on the live stream tonight? I hope.
You say that again?
Are you off the live stream tonight?
Why? You don't want to, what you got to say, you don't want it, on the live?
No, I don't. I'm saying, I'm asking you. Yes. Just tell them we're on it now. Call in after the show. Are we off the live stream tonight? We're on it now.
No, I'm still on though, but we can ready to shut it down. You ready? You want to talk after the live is over?
No, sir. No, sir. Let me talk to my daughter-in-law and my son and see if they will come on and talk to you.
I mean, or you could just tell them you got the number, Doors. They can. I mean, you can call back with them, or ask them if they could ask them if they could call at least. You know what I mean? Let her. I mean, just give us a little breakdown of what they saw when they saw it and what it looked like. Because I mean, I would just want to take that. I would just want to take that down. You know what I mean? I would write that down. I would never use their name if they want me to tell an encounter, so they don't have to worry about that.
You know what, Mr. Allen? I know this for a fact that you would never do that. Well, we can discuss this with her later, or whenever it's convenient for her. But if not, then
she said she gonna babe. She said she gonna try to call her daughter and her son-in-law.
And if not, it's understandable too.
Hopefully they'll talk to us.
Yeah, because not everybody wants to go live, and that's understandable too. You can narrate it, or if not, like I said, we understand.
Right, but I'm surprised though that Vic didn't call her back.
No, he didn't call my daughter-in-law back.
Right, that's what I was saying, and that ain't really. That's not really like him. I don't understand that part. I really don't.
Yes, sir, I know. I love you.
Yeah, but I don't.
Yes,
it's
sir.
just.
Yes, sir. But I've been trying to get in touch with you for like a couple of months, 3 months, 4 months.
Wow.
And it never worked out. And, and I saw comments like, that you didn't know what happened to me or whatever.
Right.
And I didn't want you to think that I was like illegitimate because I'm not.
Right. And I understand.
Yes, sir.
I just wanted to make sure you was all right. I figured that, you had an encounter or whatever. But like you said, though, your daughter and your son-in-law, I would love to hear that. We would love to hear. They don't have to come on the show if they don't feel comfortable with it. But like I say, their name, anonymity, that means a lot to me. So I would never use that.
Yes, sir. I know this. I've been listening to you for months and months and months and months. So I understand that stuff.
Yes. I mean, and I respect that. So however you want to do it though, Doris, you can call back with them on the phone, or you can give us a time and we'll call you, however you want to do it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I understand. And thank you for doing what you do. I appreciate you so much. And I pray for you, and I hope God blesses you.
Thank you. That means a lot.
I know, sir.
That really do. That really means a lot.
I know, sir. Okay. Well, I'll let you go because I know you're busy. And I'll try to call back as soon as I can since I got this new number.
Okay. Like I said, you got the number. You know what I mean? You can call.
Yes, sir.
You got the number. You can call. So hopefully if you can talk to them tonight and, see if they willing to come on and talk to us about it. And that would be really great.
Yes, sir. Okay, well, I appreciate you.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, and thank you, sir. I love you.
All right, love you too.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye. What do you think, babe?
I just was posting that we don't judge anyone's encounters and call anyone a liar who shares their encounters with us.
Right.
Because it's not for us to judge.
Yeah, you're right. And
whether we believe it or not, it's their truth. And
right.
At the end of the day, we weren't there.
Absolutely. And that's just like, the situation where we were supposed to go at today. Like I said, I'm not going to judge a person even by their background, you know what I mean? Because what she going through, I'm going through the same thing. So I would never, I would never say, oh man, I ain't doing this. No. If somebody need help them if you can. If these creatures bothering her to the point where she's afraid for her granddaughter, then it's us as researchers and investigators, man, to do all that we can to help someone. Because you never know when we might need help someday. You know what I mean? Like I said, I love doing this. This is my passion.
And when it boils down to it, at the end of the day, like if one group is unwilling or unable to help, then we don't just leave it there. If you know somebody or you feel like somebody actually needs help, then you go all out to try to get them help. And I think as far as the guest that you're talking about that you were supposed to go out and help today, I think it would be worth getting Vic Conniff involved, because I know he has helped people before, sent people to go out and help people on their property. So maybe we need to reach out to other investigators on this.
Yeah, but that was just like Paul. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Kentucky. You know what I mean? But I think, you know what I already think came up with that, why he didn't, really reach back out. So Wayne ain't got to get in that too much.
Well, like I said, I think it would be worth getting in touch with Vic to see who we could get to go out and help this lady on her property and do an investigation and see what is actually there.
See, if somebody was near me and that was willing to go, we could go.
Well, whether you're able to go or not, she still needs help.
Right. I mean, I can go. If it's on a weekend, babe, I can go.
And I'm saying, like, even if they're not near you,
right.
That's still somebody
who
needs help.
I know
she's
right.
She's still gonna have those issues going on her property, not receiving any help. So
right.
We'll just get in touch with her and see if we can get help.
That's who we need to try to get in contact with, because
Guard Waters would be another one to reach out
to. Right. I was trying to. Don't you got his what you call him?
We'll call him tomorrow, or maybe we can contact him tonight and see what he might be able to do. He might have some ideas.
Can you text him?
Yeah.
Text him and ask him. Tell him it's important though.
We will after we get off this live.
All right. Well, we want you ready?
Let's see. Did you want to take more questions? I think we've been on here for about 2.5, almost 3 hours now. So.
Yeah, we've been on, and it's almost 11 o'clock my time. It's gonna be 10 o'clock your time. But yeah, we can this was just something we wanted to do. We did get to talk about the Giants. We get to talk about and discuss other topics. As always, we're gonna be we're gonna post as much as we can, upload as much as we can. Hey, Bohica.
Just let people know we don't pressure anybody either about giving or sharing their encounter. And some people might want to remain anonymous. Some people might want it just narrated by you.
Absolutely.
Some people might just need somebody to talk to on it. So just feel free. If you want to remain anonymous, or if you just only want Marvin to narrate your encounter, or just to talk behind the scenes about it, that's also an option.
Thank you, Marvin and B, once again. It's no problem. Nikki McSporin said the presidential election is important, but how come every candidate is no good? America gets to choose the lesser of two evils and accepts it. They saying if a good person does nothing. Sabrina, good night. What you want to do, B?
Good night.
Ready?
Good night, Sabrina. Bohica said if I had a dog now, my probably would be time to move on. Some people, in some cases, Bohica, are not able to move on.
Right. They don't have the money.
Right.
And some people don't want to, if they've been on that land for so long, they just not going to give it up.
Right.
I don't think that they really bothering her, but I think it's getting to the point where, the making the noise, peeking in the window, like the day she said that they was throwing rocks at her dog. So I think it's just they nitpicking. Because if they were going to do something, they would have been did it. Because she said they've been on her property since 2000 and what, 17, 16? And they ain't left.
Yeah, I think so.
So, like we say, man, this is what we do. This is what we love doing. We love coming on here. We love, sharing encounters, talking about cryptids, talking about paranormal, talking about a lot of things with you guys, man, because y'all like our extended family, and we love y'all. Just be the ones, especially the ones that tune in week in and week out. And it's gonna get better. Sooner or later, it's gonna get better. It's gonna definitely get better. People out there know it's gonna get better. Trust me. When it do, we going straight.
Right.
Anything you want to say, B, before we
Yeah, we can get ready to shut it down here in about 5 minutes or so. Tomas said Cryptid Brothers of Oklahoma know someone that can help take care of the problem. But I don't think Cryptid Brothers of Oklahoma, I'm not sure. I haven't seen anything from them in a while. I don't know if they still have videos they're putting out, or if it's easy to even get in contact with them. But we're gonna get
Tell her take out information if they could come out. Hey, that would be good.
Cryptic Brothers investigations. So I don't know. We'd have to get in touch with them.
I thought she might have had the information.
No, she was saying,
Okay. They have a toll-free number. They said they got a toll-free number, Thomas. If anybody on here that knows somebody, especially that's on the East Coast, and y'all could share that information, put it on the page for us, or send it to my messenger or B messenger, because we want to try to get this lady some help.
because she lives in Maryland, so.
She lives in Maryland, so we're trying to get somebody that wouldn't mind traveling, or that's somewhere on the East Coast. Good night, Darren. Yeah, Barbara, we do too. Ready when you're ready, B.
Enigma said, awesome show, laugh out loud. I don't know if that was supposed to be sarcastic or a dig or what, but anyway, everybody, we enjoyed discussing the issues with you guys tonight.
Absolutely.
About the Nephilim, Bigfoot, everything else. So pretty much we completed our discussion about the Nephilim, and we'll go on to other subjects, and we just got to decide what we're going to discuss next, and hopefully we'll have a viewer. Next week, next Saturday, we will have Bobby Astor's hanging on the show for Halloween. And
Thomas, he put a number up here.
yeah.
You took it down?
I'm going to screenshot it.
You took it down?
I'm screenshotting it. I didn't take it down. I showed it.
Oh.
But
Good night, Taryn.
Good luck with the help. Great connection tonight. I told y'all we were working on getting better reception and trying to get to a place where we could have, better shows. And everybody, that will be all for tonight. We've been going for about 3 hours tonight, so we'll see y'all on the next live. Which will be Wednesday.
Yes. Unless we decide to have one.
Right.
But
and with that,
we love y'all, and good night.
And with that being said, thanks so much. Y'all have a good night.
Good night.
Bye.
I knew you were going to say it. I was waiting too.
Oh my God, you were so silly.
Oh, baby,
You can shut it
so
down
cool.
now.
I did.